Real show. Your boy Dixie Trios and the beautiful Miss Conte Hort. Your boy Dixie Trios.
It's your boy Dixie Trios. We out here in these streets, and we just keep it real. It's your boy Dixie Trios. We out here in these streets, and we just keep it real.
It's our time. We are here to give the people what they want. The real. We are here to tell the stories of the people, the beautiful people. You are beautiful, you are loved.
Got some podcast, they want us on that show. Your boy Dixie Trios, he be trapping on the low. We out here in these streets, and we just keep it real. And if you ain't know the name, it's your boy Dixie Trios.
Some podcast, they want us on that show.
Your boy Dixie Trios, he be trapping on the low. We out here in these streets, and we just keep it real. And if you ain't know the name, it's your boy Dixie Trios. I'm in. Beautiful Conte Horton. My mission is to connect the culture and community for the greater good of humanity. I'm a disruptor and a disruptor.
Welcome to the Westside Real show.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy Dixie Trios, and we are Westside Real Dixie Trios, and Miss Conte Hort is on the show this Sunday, and she was celebrating her birthday last Sunday, so we are happy to have her back. I know I am because she's a great organizer. Yeah, and we're gonna put some yeah. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Conte, you want to take over the show and
All right.
let it happen,
Absolutely. Well, thank you. And thank you for that. Welcome back. I just want to say good afternoon to all of our watchers. Good afternoon. Well, evening, ladies. It's such an honor to be here with you all. I've been waiting to connect with you guys. First, I just want to say I missed last week, but it was due to, me celebrating my birthday. But I did have an opportunity to watch some clips afterwards, and I was very impressed and intrigued, and just really wanted to connect with you guys. I immediately understood why, some people, were talking about it. And Gayla, I've heard so many wonderful things about you and Grandma's house. I had an opportunity to interview and meet with your brother. He had some, incredible things and incredible work that he was doing for the community. I also saw that you guys had, I think it was a back to school, beautiful, layout of the your place that you have. So I've also heard so many amazing, organizations that will be represented tonight. And I have truly been looking forward to sitting on the panel with each of you. Just as Black women, born and raised on the west side of Atlanta, I definitely was. I'm a Dixie Hill, Simpson Road, Grady baby, and
Side Dixie Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Dixie Hill.
Yes, let's
Zone
go.
one.
Fight for life.
Zone
Zone one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And I just believe that our city's future, is shaped by just ordinary women who make extraordinary decisions, to serve. And so networking to me, which I'm really hopeful to connect with you guys and do, is about just, finding women whose value align with yours. And so that we can just multiply our impact together, as one. And so I'm just hopeful that tonight will bring a meaningful relationship and future collaborations with each of you guys. So again, thank you all. Thank you for the warm welcome back as well. All right. So tonight, guys, as you know, we are, this is part 2 of Women Shaping Atlanta. And so just a little bit about my journey.
I'm late on.
The blowhorn is in the building.
Okay.
Um, But yeah, just purpose. What I've learned in my journey trying to open up my organization and my nonprofit, it doesn't happen overnight. We all know that it evolves. I became a young mother, and just years just focused on raising the kids, creating stability. Trying to go out and be educated, different things like that. And so that's what took a great bit of of time away from me and my youth. But now I trust myself. I trust my instinct. I've gone through everything that God has allowed me to go through has been purposeful, for the purpose ahead. And so, is that is what I found myself asking. What helps people really grow? What builds confidence? Why do some people thrive when other people struggle? And I think you ladies will definitely be able to add to this, and give us some insight, from your view. And so that's what I'm hoping that we will accomplish tonight. And so on the panel, we have some beautiful ladies. We have Gayla, we have Connie, we have Miss Kyra, we have Latanya, and Sylvia. And I'm so eager to see what you guys have to bring, and add to just our collaboration. All right. And just a little bit about my nonprofit that I am interested in starting is Beauty for Ashes Palace Incorporated. It is a maternity group home, and my vision is to provide housing and hope. And also mentorship. I have a mentorship that I'm pulling off the ground called Elevate Her, just to give young ladies like life skills and kind of a safe place for young mothers to rebuild their lives, because a lot of us feel as young mothers, and I definitely did myself, that it's over. I just made the worst mistake of my life. And so I'm intentionally building this foundation the right way as I prepare for the last step of my maternity group home to open. I got to get that 501(c) status so that I can start bringing in funding and some partnerships, and ultimately opening the home. And then Elevate Her is the next chapter. That's just because I've learned, that many women don't necessarily lack potential, but they actually simply lack someone who believes in them. And so I just want you guys to just, kind of add to that, and tell us about you all's organization. And then we're going to go into some questions so that we can kind of help others, learn about what inspired you guys, any advice that you all have for others that may also have a dream to pursue their own business adventure as well.
Okay. Well, as you know, I work along with my brother, who is Bojack, who has Grandma's House. And Grandma's House was founded on the principles and the upbringing of our own grandmother, Evangelist Dr. Bertha Williams, who's have proceeded, who passed already. But she grew up. We grew up with her mentoring people in the neighborhood, in the community. She opened up her home to any and everyone. I didn't understand back then, but now I do understand how she's determined to go out and help others in the community. And she did not do it with a nonprofit organization. She just did it out of her heart. So she didn't get funded for those what she did, but it set the foundation for us.
Mm,
And so once my brother, I had, of course, I have visions as well as far as nonprofit, but being a procrastinator, which I'm trying to get out of, he took the yes, he took the lead. And he just stepped out on faith and he started
praise
Grandma's House. And God has, worked through him to open up that. And so it's been a blessing, not just to us, but to the community, and it's like it's bringing the community back to life and as a family, because everyone know you from Dixie Hills. We're from the West Side. We grew up like a family. We
God.
grew up like a family, and this
Yeah.
and things have gone away from that. And so
Yes.
actually, Grandma House has been bringing that back together.
Hmm.
That family values and everything. So we along, through him have been doing a lot of things like going out to the different communities in Atlanta
Mhm.
uh, um, trying to get people to stop the violence. Safe Sister. He has the Safe Sister program. But I'm gonna let other people talk. But also the other nonprofit. I said I'm not a part of. I'm just a supporter, but we do have a nonprofit. Our Rise Up Divas group is a nonprofit, but we don't have the 501c where we're getting funded for it. But we
Mhm.
are a nonprofit as well. But along with Grandma's House, I have had the pleasure of meeting Latanya
Oh.
Gates Johnston, and she's the let her speak as well. But we've learned she's been such a blessing to the Grandma's House as well as me as a, like you said, a black woman through mentorship. So Latanya, go right ahead.
Take the reins, take the reins. Let me
So
yeah.
yeah, so I'm Latanya, and I we started Podcast, and the people always ask like, do you guys do animals? I'm like, no, we don't do animals. So why did you name it Podcast? And um it's a little different. So the P in Paul stands for Paradise Baptist Church. You guys are Atlanta natives. Y'all know all about Dixie Hill and Grove Park. So if you go down Dunley Hollowell, Paradise Baptist Church sits on the right hand side of us, on the same side. That church was founded in 1865 by a slave girl to give back to her community.
Wow.
Um, they believe she believed in true community, and she built the church Paradise off of those principles. And so the AW in Paul Kids stands for Atlanta Westside Presbyterian Church. So you got to catch that.
Wow.
So
Oh.
it's a
Oh,
predominantly black church, right? Atlanta Westside Presbyterian Church is a predominantly white church that resides on the west side of Atlanta. So both churches reside on the west side of Atlanta, but what makes us different? The only thing that divides us is a railroad track. Same city
Mhm.
council, same commissioner, but yet it's a prominent new white church, right? And so, what would happen if we took those two churches and combined them, and how could we change the neighborhood of the west side of Atlanta? And so, I attend Atlanta West Side Presbyterian, went to my pastor and some of the members of the church, and I was like, you know what, we can do this, and we can. It's like not white people coming in to change the community, but what would it look like if we came in and we worked hand in hand with the people who were there to build a community and to build a better West Side? So that's what Paul Kids stand for, Atlanta West Side. So we started. We bought one of the largest trap houses on Bankhead, and out of that, very
Wow.
small budget, and out of that, 11 years later, we now own the whole block. So we actually have
Yeah.
an enrichment center, a behavioral health clinic, and a food pantry. And so
That
we're
is
it's a
excellent.
holistic hub right here on the west side of Atlanta.
West Side. The West
West
Side of
Wow.
side.
Atlanta. Oh, this is what
That's
West Side Real
amazing.
is all about. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Straight up.
right.
Right.
Wow, what an inspirational story behind that
Yes.
and the
Yes.
history of, yeah, paradise. Because when you think about it, just imagine back in the 1800s when this slave girl, thought about, and when we think about paradise, that's beauty. I mean,
Right.
it's tranquil, it's calming, it's wow. I love history too. I'm definitely going to look into that. I'm trying to picture where paradise is.
It's
Off.
a block away from Bankhead Seafood.
Yes.
It's before you, yeah.
Right.
It's right on Dunley Holloway. It's right on Bankhead.
Oh, I
Right.
know.
Oh,
On
yeah,
the
yeah.
right side,
Right.
that
The
Right
big
big
there.
old
huge
church. Yeah.
church.
Right.
Yes, I
Yep.
know. Cross the street almost from the hot South Fulton High School that used
No,
Yep.
to be
West
Is
there.
yep.
Fulton.
Yeah.
West Fulton.
West
I
What
think
Fulton.
you
West
Yeah.
what used to be
Fulton.
West
Okay.
Fulton.
Wow, I,
Yeah.
I got it. I got it. I know exactly where you're talking about. And that is a historic building that has been there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna do some research on that. But thank you for sharing such an inspirational story. That definitely resonates with me. And the other ladies, come on in. Tell us about, you all, and I'm just loving what you guys are sharing, and I'm interested. I'm taking notes over here.
Well, hey, I'm Shakaria. I go by Miss Cara. 20 years ago, I got with my husband, and at the time, his mother had a nonprofit organization, and she did battered women and men. And she wanted it to be like a shelter, so she was doing the different with her 501c3. She was doing like the different ballpark stadiums and doing things of that nature, like giving them a job once they get out of jail or rehab, rehabs and stuff like that. Because my grandmother and my aunt raised me. I always wanted and had a love for giving back. So once my husband, mom passed away, um, my husband kind of let it go down. We did own a couple of wig stores, and we used to give back ourselves out of pocket. So then I started wanting to do foster care because, of course, like I said, not being raised by my parents and somebody giving me a second chance, and I always worn hand me downs and stuff like that. I always went. I used to partner up with the what's the name of that? It's in Atlanta. Time you get off by the jail, it's a women and kids shelter. So me and my kids will go and we'll get clothes and we'll go down there and feed them, and we'll take Christmas gifts, and we'll go once a month and we'll do it, and she'll take her school friends, or we'll do the people in our church. And then got connected to my church later on, and we started giving back, doing different drives and stuff like of that nature. And now I call myself a foster parent. I'm in the last stage of it. However, I've been doing it now. The oldest child I got now is what, 20 something, but 16 is my nephew. I'm raising him and his sister at home, and their two brothers, but I don't get any funds. The last stage I'm doing now is I'm doing my home. They just came and inspected my home visit, so that'll be the last portion. But I love giving back. I feel like it's a great need. I hate when I hear people state, that people get it and they take advantage, because we never know what somebody may need, or lack. I would love to become a nonprofit myself, just to be able to help young women as far as the etiquette of how to carry themselves, how to um how to job hunt, how to do applications, how to come to interviews, because you see every day, like me in a management position, I be seeing young women come in and don't dress for interview, or they don't know how to talk in interview, and I be wanting to tell them how to cut on and cut off, and so I would love to to do more, but for right now that's where I'm at, and I love to just help out and be part of the community. I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from Georgia. However, I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from the country, but I have been welcomed by Gayla, her brother, and others, into the Atlanta community. But I always had my hands in a lot of things around the community, but just not from zone.
You are
Get
now.
in.
You fit in the
Right in.
next community. Yes.
And one thing she will do, she'll step in and help wherever you need it. And you don't have to ask. Once she get there, she's gonna go to work.
Yeah. Wow. That's priceless. So
Hmm.
selfless as well. And I love a few of the things that you mentioned, Miss Kyra, how you wasn't raised, by your mom, and just wanted to give back, and just seeing a need and going back, giving back to, taking clothes and different things like that. People really don't realize how much that means, even including like in my role as a trainer. I'm a trainer, but I come in unapologetically myself. I train new hires and I pour into them. One of the assignments that we do is their why. Like, why do you go hard? Why do you get up to come to work other than just a paycheck? And a lot of things I like that you mentioned. A lot of us just don't know how to fill out applications. Some may want to go to school, don't know how to get their transcript. Those that may have not graduated need assistance with learning how where to go to get their GED. And so these are things that are definitely needed to give them
Yes.
those people skills, and just the skills that they're just one person away. If I always say, and I get up and ask God every day to let
So
me
let
just
me just
be one person. If I
one
can
person. That's all.
just
Yes.
one, just
And
one.
my pastor always, well, my bishop always say that you're one person away from, meeting your next blessing, or you one person
Yep.
away. And I served today at church, and that's what I was looking at. I was like, we need somebody to teach the young people, or people in general, how to come to church, how to behave in church, not even that, or how to act at funerals. Like, I mean, I just be feeling like people are, um, they're losing the in touch, and it's where what's going to be held up for the next generation, or what are you passing along? I love to get young kids, and take them out and take them to nice restaurants so that I can expand their taste and their horizon and what they see, so they won't just be used to what they see. Even though you stay somewhere does not mean that determines or makes you what you see. I want you to know that right outside of this neighborhood is something more. It's so much better, so I love to take them to nice restaurants, take them to nice malls, take them to different places, go look in different homes, because
Yeah.
it gives you a different taste. Because if only you eat hot dogs every day, you don't know what salmon tastes like,
Okay.
so I love it. I love just the exposure and exposing them to different.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is
and,
true.
and actually, back some time ago, I'm employed with Fulton County, but back I used to work with a program called Good Works Program. The Good Works Program. I'm not sure if you all heard of the Good Works Program, but the Good Works Program was a welfare to work program. We did transitional. One moment.
Okay.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah. Look
Yeah.
at she like, no, I want my no.
uh,
But yeah, I do. I remember that place, and as I'm not gonna say a recipient, but when because I did have my kids early on, so I remember that place. I remember, I think they used to help with different things like getting you to work or getting you transportations, or even I think even if your car needs tires and stuff like that to make sure that you're able to get there. I remember that, and that's why I enjoy helping others, because I've been on both sides, and I hate when people get so disconnected that they forget, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that
Sure.
it's so easy. It's and in some states, some places, some people had to help you along the way, whether it was just somebody that took you to church and got the word, or got you around the women groups to make sure you knew or learned how to act or behave or anything. Somebody showed you, and I just feel like we all should be reaching back.
Yeah. That's it.
mhm.
And Maya Angelou said it best. She said something to the fact that, what you learn, you should go out and teach others as well. And I think the
Oh,
new word
definitely.
these days is called gatekeeping. Like we don't want
Oh,
to
yeah.
gatekeep. That's enough for all of us out here,
Mhm.
because guess what? I'm not going to present it or represent it like you do, Miss Kyra or Gayla. We all have our own way and our own spin to it as well. And I do hear a lot about, I've heard a lot about our churches. I know we got Atlanta Presbyterian. If you guys don't mind sharing your church as well, I
Mhm.
am a member of Elizabeth Baptist Church with the amazing Bishop Craig L. Oliver Sr. Is our presiding pastor. I love him. I'm also a part of a discipleship group. It's five of us ladies, and we are working on doing the Great Commandment, the Great Commission, and we know that that is to go out and disciple others, not forcefully, but to show them that we can be. Because some people, when it comes to church, and that's the thing that is missing. We spoke about this on some shows back. God needs to be the center of it all, and that's what, and it's cliche, to say, and some people get away from it because they've had bad experiences. But what's most important is your relationship with God. We're all sinners. None of us are perfect.
Right.
There's only one perfect. God and Jesus. Even Jesus went down and sinned when he came, to earth and lived like us and understood, the temptations that we had. But if you guys don't mind sharing, because it is true, and a lot of people have went away from going to church and introducing God. They only know God on a surface level. But when you deepen that relationship and you really get in that book, everything is in that book. I call it a manual for life. I mean, everything that you can absolutely think of that is going on today is in that book. And God takes us through so many things. That's why I mentioned as well too, like, none of the things that we have experienced is in vain, because eventually with the things that we're trying to do, we'll be able to, we're not theories, we're actually real case studies. We're learning this from us, not just individuals coming in and able to say, oh well, this is what you should do. Some of us, and I know I have lived through the things that I'm trying to support and empower empower other people to get through. So thank you for sharing that, and I'll open the panel back up for the rest of us. But I was just wondering, what church do you attend, Miss Kyra? Kara, I'm
I'm
sorry if I'm not
it's Miss Cara,
Kara.
but you can just say Kay. I'm at Tabernacle of Praise in McDonough, Georgia.
Okay,
We have three locations. I'm under Bishop Timothy McBride and Lady Shanae McBride. Um,
heard of them.
yeah, it's wonderful. He just purchased a house and we're doing an outreach ministry. I'm on several different boards at the church. I'm a greeter, as well as an intake officer, new members and stuff like that, as well as I'm on his dream team. So we go out in the community. We go door to door. Like Wednesday, we go in and praying at the different schools. We go door to door handing out food. We do like today we did the book bag giveaway. It's several different things we did, and then I reached out to several of my closest friends and family, and they all donated. So tomorrow I actually went out tonight, well today, and got book bags. So tomorrow I'm going to a school because I'm a store manager, and doing accounts and loans. So I'm going to a school that's in the neighborhood and taking some book bags because of course the place I do, I could say it's for, it's in a bad neighborhood, and so I want to give back because a lot of people in that community don't have. So everybody reached out. That I reached out, they were able to donate like $20. So I was able to purchase some book bag, pencils, pads, wipes, stuff like that I knew that the kids in that community may not have be fortunate enough to have. So I'm gonna take that, but my church does do a lot of outreach, but I do a lot of outreach out of pocket, so I be trying to just, do my part.
Well, thank you for those selfless acts because it's definitely needed. Okay, we got Miss Connie. Hi, Connie.
Hi,
They
hi.
always
I
call
am
me
a
Connie
big supporter
too.
of Gayla. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear
No,
me?
go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm a big supporter of Gayla at Grandma's house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but one thing for me, mine might be a little different. My mom passed about 8 years ago of cancer. So
Mm,
while I was taking her through cancer treatments, I
mhm,
had to work. And there was times when I couldn't take her to radiation and chemo. So
mhm,
they would have someone to volunteer at the cancer treatment center and pick
mhm,
her up. It was an elderly male. He would come pick her up and take her there and come. And I said, one of these days, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get myself and I'm going to volunteer and be able to help people that may not have the transportation.
mhm,
Someone in their family may not, or they may not can afford it. But at that time, I couldn't work and be able to do those things at different times for my mom. So
mhm.
that's one thing I haven't started, but this right here is reminding me to stay on track.
Yep.
Do
Yep.
what you said you're gonna do and keep going.
Yep.
So that's one thing. Of course, I do volunteer and help out homeless and help out people, but that's one thing that has always been on my heart to do.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
and I go to Divine Faith Pastor Donna Battle. That's my church in Jonesboro, Georgia.
okay.
So that's one thing that I'm going to make sure I start doing right away.
Mhm. Yeah, and you will. And all of
Hmm.
us, I think it was just you, Gayla, with the procrastination, me as well. But this is not by coincidence that we are coming together. This is divine connection to just remind us to just work on at least an hour or two. If you can
Right.
just put aside an hour or two to pour into your ministry and things that you're trying to do, because a lot of times when we say ministry, people think that you got to be on a pulpit, but we
Hmm.
ministering just as you said, Miss K, you two, Connie, Gayla, all of us in the things, Latanya, and I'm sure Sylvia when she shared what we're giving back to. So thank you for sharing. Good luck. Inspiring you, sending some positivity your way so
Thank
that you
you.
can get lifted and get moving and get the things that you need to give back, because that is so selfless, because a lot of time people that are in a situation like that with something as devastating as cancer that has struck my family as well, you're so helpless sometimes,
Right. Exactly.
and you just
Hmm.
wishing that somebody can come in because you done wore your people out, not to say it like that, but
Hmm.
people got different things going on. So I commend you, and I would love to help as well when you do get up and
Yes.
going. I can
Hmm.
help. I'll be I
Okay.
listen, I would
You
love
know,
to help.
I can
Okay.
pile them up. Look, I pile up my car.
Yep,
But
yep,
listen,
that's
listen,
it.
y'all,
Come
real
on,
quick.
y'all, let's go. I have
Y'all
some
know
things.
what's y'all know that is the number 8 is new beginning. So
That's
this could
it.
not have happened at a better time. So
Yep,
I believe in it. 7 is completion. So
that's it.
everything is complete. We this is month 8. We new beginning. Let's start put our foot on it, running, and let's just
Yep,
that's it.
that's it.
Oh
That's it.
yes,
That's it.
absolutely.
I love it. Wow. Yeah, this is
Hmm.
nice. All right, Miss Sylvia, let us know who you are. And
I ain't nobody. I'm not
yes, you
nobody.
are. Oh,
You
I'm
somebody.
just
Yeah.
somebody trying to tell somebody about anybody.
That's
exactly.
it.
There it
Hey,
is.
Okay.
you know I'm gonna hold you
Say something.
to be. I told you I want you back on the show on another
I
subject.
know about my financial stuff. That's what I thrive to do. First, I wanted to open my nonprofit. I haven't started. I've got all my plans wrote out. I haven't started.
Mhm.
My brother was locked up for 26 years, so when he came
Mm,
out, it was a transition for him. And
mhm.
guess what? He didn't have to want or need for nothing. He had a house, he had a car, he had money in his bank. I got him in CDL. So,
Come on
and
now.
I went to him and I told him we can start a nonprofit to help him,
Hmm.
kids, women, anybody that want to come out and want something. You got to want something though.
Yep.
And we will help them get set up and transition and back into the world and get out of the crime.
Yeah.
And also the young kids, I want to teach them financial. I'm a travel agent. I've been in travel agency for 26 years.
Okay.
I try to teach us as blacks, it's a way to travel, and get out that lose that word called cheap. We got to get rid of that cheap. Give me something cheap. You're gonna get what you ask for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got to get out of that word cheap. Just say
Yes.
Yep.
inexpensive. We got to change our word in the,
Reasonable.
And
you
that
know,
word broke. The broke.
broke.
Yes, I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
that
And I'm
Yeah.
conversation.
guilty
Yep.
of saying broke,
The
but I be
broke
just
part
saying I'm
right
just
there.
broke for a
Hmm.
minute. You
Look,
It's
we
so
had
understand?
that
easy to say
conversation, right,
that.
Sonny?
It's so easy to
Huh?
say broke. I'm broke.
Yeah.
We
No.
had that conversation. We're not saying
I,
broke
we
anymore.
we just
Uh-uh.
said it
Well,
yesterday.
broke.
Right.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So and then for us, like I said, I try to teach about travel. I try to train us. If you don't put, you go buy weed. You buy a weave for your hair, your eyelash, your nails, your
Hmm.
$300 shoes, pants. How about let's do a what you call that, the IRA. Let's put $25. Just start some kind of way in the
Exactly.
Right.
finance for it. We
Hmm.
all need to come together and learn how to get $100 per family. And I spoke that last week. And we put $100 among so many of us, we can buy a whole generation of land.
That's right.
We
That's
can
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
buy a
right.
whole
like
bunch of
Absolutely.
warehouses.
black
Uh-huh.
It
Wall
shouldn't be just the white folk, the foreign folk, the Mexican. All them
That's
got
it.
all these
Street.
businesses because they put their money together. I got a whole sloop of Mexican right here. They got like 6 houses they bought out here,
Hmm.
but they
Hmm.
put their
Mm-hmm.
money
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Yeah. And they'll move
I
in them too while they
and move in.
are
All of them in
working
there
on
together.
them. Hmm.
That person did my floors. It's 8 of them stay in that house.
Hmm. Yep.
They came and did our floors for the low low.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not cheap, but it was
Not cheap,
low.
but the Lolo. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but
I
but
like
but
that.
watch, but watch all them 8 people. They gonna have
Uh-huh.
their
They
separate own houses in
eventually
about a
in
week.
a little
In
time. There it
a
is. There.
little
Yep.
time.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
And
Yeah, but
that
I
is
feel like
that's a show right
financial.
there.
Everybody need to teach financial though, because
Right. Exactly.
just because your
Mm-hmm.
parents, my parents ain't never had nothing. Anything I did on my own. My grandma Bertha,
Mm-hmm.
my aunt on my mama's side, they helped me
Mm-hmm.
out. But I was out there in the street, straight hustler. I've been hustling since I've been 14. I ain't ashamed to tell nobody. But you know what I'm saying? I raised my how many brothers I got? Three brothers. I raised them, and I made all of them. I made something happen for them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I went to school, finished early, ahead of time, so I can make sure they wouldn't drop out.
Praise
You
God.
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Oh,
That's
I
right.
got them set up where they don't have to want for nothing. Right
Hmm.
now, if I die, they don't have to want for nothing, cause I made sure that, cause I never got that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my grandson, I'm working. He got him as an entrepreneur. Y'all get these kids in entrepreneurship.
Yep.
Make them do something.
This is
Mm-hmm.
true. Yep.
Make him do something. He got a bank account. I take him to the bank. Here, how much you finna put in there?
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
You got to. You got to stay
Yeah,
on top of it.
Right.
Yep.
yeah.
Teach
Amen.
him how to
Yep.
travel.
Absolutely.
He got a passport. So where we going there? I messed up and gave him the VIP treatment. I hate I did that, but he say so. From now on, I don't want nothing but VIP.
That's
I'm
right.
like, oh, okay then.
That's
You
me
set
too.
the bar
Look, that's
high,
me
well,
too.
Sylvia.
well,
You set it
Look,
high.
same though. After I stayed in that one big room, I said, "Oh no, I can't have nothing less than that.
Say exactly like
Nothing less
Antoine
than
there. We
that."
took a
Nothing
big
less. You
trip for
want
her
the
birthday
best.
last year. Antoine say he told me yesterday. He say I don't care what y'all book. Y'all can book all the bathrooms you want. I want nothing but the suite. I say we got you. You
That's
gotta
it.
think big, won't big.
yep. They gonna always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You got a year or two to
that's
pay
what it
for it.
is.
Let's do it. $10 a week, $25 a week.
Yep,
Wow.
yep,
Yeah.
Let's teach each
yep,
other.
Yep.
yep.
I like how you talking that financial literacy. So now I can just check that on off my list. I got me a travel agent.
All
Thank
right.
you. Okay. So yeah, we gotta
Told you.
And I do
numbers
listen.
and
I'm
stuff
sorry.
too.
My mama had dementia for 17 years.
Oh
I
wow.
caught a lot of crap. I caught a lot of hell. I'm gonna say it like that. I caught a lot of hell behind it. I almost snapped. I mean, not snapped, but went into my depression because I lost my daddy. Then grandma, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a hard thing. So now I'm into a lot of people. I had them call me that's going through it now. I have like four different people that I know, and one of the guys that worked with me, his wife just passed 2 months ago, and she
Okay.
had dementia for 2 years and
Mm-hmm.
died.
Mm.
So,
Wow.
so I try to talk people, what to do, how to do, what not do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything, somebody always need to hear something. You know what I'm saying? No criticism, just listen.
Yep.
You know.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Absolutely.
But yeah, all my parents, my both of my parents had cancer, died from cancer too, and my
Mm-hmm.
brother has cancer now, but he's thank God doing his thing still. He's not gonna give up. He's not giving up. And his son, my nephew, he has cancer. I don't know if you know that, Gayla.
Praise God.
Yeah,
Wow,
Bojack is my cousin
wow.
and Gayla my cousin. So
Okay.
I'm the
Wow.
oldest girl of all them, unfortunately.
You
That's
said
What
unfortunately.
what did that
Unfortunately.
mean?
what
What does that
Bojack
mean?
won't let me lay it down. I try not to be.
well, hey, this what this show's about. You know what I'm saying? Strong women. That's what I'm talking about.
I
Absolutely.
try to stay
But
strong. We need something too now.
Yep.
Oh
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
I
Check
am the
on the
pillar
strong
of
ones.
some of
Check
the
on the
family. So
strong ones. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yep. Wow.
Hey, and on that point, I wanna cut it on a break right now.
Okay.
Cause
Hmm.
I'm finna play some music.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
All
go.
right.
Entertain us.
I just gotta play some music, man.
As you should.
That's my background per se. But anyway,
Oh yeah, I learned a lot about you, Larry. I was like, oh my god, yeah, Larry done been he done been in with some heavy hitters now.
yeah. So I try to keep that up right now. But anyway, this is my boy Pate. I'm gonna put him first. Um,
Okay. Okay,
if y'all
potato.
don't seen, y'all
That's
don't seen,
my cousin brother.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. It was his birthday.
Was
This
it yesterday?
past Sunday. Yeah,
Hmm.
it was
It was
yesterday.
yesterday. It was yesterday.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
yesterday. So we love our where we come from. We love our
We
hood.
do.
You know what I'm saying? West side. You know, I'm in Macon right now, but when I say West side Atlanta, boy, everybody start running. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, but all I'm saying is the West side is the shit right now. But anyway,
2232 Verbena Street. This is here, born and raised. Watch out.
yeah,
Now,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
1931 Stimp Set Road.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
1904 Tremont Drive.
And
I stayed
1904
on
Tremont, yeah.
Fairfield, Carver. I stayed on Verbena.
Born and raised.
Man, I don't stayed everywhere.
Tiger Flower,
Simpson
Answer
Road,
Park.
yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we finna take a chill pill, y'all like that in social media land, and I hope y'all check this out. This is a great piece of music, man. My boy came up with. So and he did the video too. So here we go, y'all. penny candies.
Did
What the
I
title?
lose y'all?
I saw. I
Penny
think I saw
candy.
that one.
Mr. Slurshy
Yeah, pen.
I
Stone.
saw that
If
one. Yeah, I saw that.
y'all know what Cersei
Yes,
store.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all
my
know.
grandmother used to work there before I was born. When my mother then was at Turner High School,
Oh
she used to work in that
Wow.
store.
wow.
Yes,
Oh, I get back on.
Hey,
but she
there
worked
you
the
go.
ribs
Hey,
too.
y'all
She worked
And Rip. Okay, Punch
right and
Out.
right, right
Yep,
and right. Go,
Punch
yes,
Out
Yep,
front
there.
door.
yep,
Yes.
real street. Yep. So, hey, here you go, y'all.
Yeah, we came a long way. Penny candy in our pockets outside every day. We were raised by our parents, grandparents showed the way. Now I'm standing here today, got memories that'll stay from Dixie Hills to Simpson Road. Yeah, we came a long way. Lost some soldiers on the journey, but their names forever stay. Yeah. Back when I was just a youngster running wild in the A. Dixie Hills was my playground outside every day. Me and B, Mike, Alejandro in the mix. Vord Dre, Tony Burton, Eddie making memories quick. R.I.P. Tony Burton, yeah, my brother still remember. Your name live forever, never fading, never ending. We played ball in the streets till the streetlights came on. Then it was time to get home before grandma got gone. Went to school, played sports, tried to stay on the right track. Had respect for our elders, couldn't talk back. Grandma's wisdom, granddad lessons, they were solid as a rock. Built a foundation for us before we watched the clock. From Dixie Hills to Simpson Road, yeah, we came a long way. Penny candy in our pockets outside every day. We were raised by our parents, grandparents showed the way. Now I'm standing here today, got memories that'll stay. From Dixie Hills to Simpson Road, yeah, we came a long way. Lost some soldiers on the journey, but their names forever stay. Yeah. Then it was Simpson Road where the family got bigger. Boat, Jack, Terry, no limit. All my real hitters. Coco was my brother, R.P. to the king. Still hear you laugh every time the old memories ring. Simpson Woods crew outside from the morning till dark. Every corner got a story, every block left a mark. Mr. Cersei store was the spot. Everybody knew the place. Tiger Flower and Anderson, we were there every day. Penny cookies, penny candy, what a time to be alive. $1 in your pocket made you feel like you at 5. Right across from Amanda House, we would laugh and hang around. Those simple little moments were the best times we found. No cell phones, no apps, no social media fame. Just real friends, real love. Everybody knew your name, we looked out for each other. That's the way that we were raised. Those neighborhood values still got me today. Now I'm older looking back on the road that I traveled through, the blessings and the struggles and the problems I unraveled. Still got love for Dixie Hills and Simpson Road forever. Those neighborhoods built me, and that bond can't be severed. To the ones still here, keep your heads held high. To the ones we lost, your memory will never die. I'm a product of the village that helped make me a man, and every step I take today started back where I began. Dixie Hills, Simpson Road, Tiger Flower and Anderson, Mr. Sealsy store, penny candy and penny cookies. R.I.P. Tony Burton, R.I.P. Coco. This one for the whole neighborhood. The old school Atlanta way. Yeah, we came a long way. Penny candy.
Okay,
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
he
that's
went
touching there.
back.
That's
Wow.
touching. He brought back some memories when I first
Coco. Oh
boy,
my
Coco. You
goodness.
know, Coco and I grew up on the same street.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
His
know.
cousin is my cousin. You know, we share cousins. You know, but
yeah,
you
yeah,
brought back some memories
Wow,
there.
did
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
You
pay.
did that. All right, Pate, you did that.
Let's go, Big
Yeah,
Pate. Yo,
You did that.
oh,
He got down on that one.
yeah. I like when he said we didn't have the apps and the
Phones. We didn't have the cell
mm,
phones or
phones.
anything.
Yep.
mm,
It was just
yeah,
us. Wow.
Just
Isn't that
friendships.
something?
Just
Yep.
real
Just
friendship.
friendship.
Real friendships.
Real. That's right. Wow.
That's the key word. We was family.
Yep.
yeah.
Definitely that.
We still live though, y'all. We still live. We
We
still
still
live. It's
Yep.
just we gotta keep we trying to keep our neighborhood our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah.
and that's what it all come down to. We can't let um
The others come in.
other push other people push us out our own neighborhood that we grew up in, our grandparents built. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And everything like that, man.
I'm
We
gonna tell
got.
you, it was so hurtful. I told you I worked for Fulton County Superior Court.
Mhm,
Before I got in courts, I worked in real estate.
mhm.
And when the market crashed in 2008, the housing market crashed in 2008, I
Hmm.
saw hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of deeds coming in
Yeah.
where these big mortgage firms, these attorneys coming in, they buy not from our area. They coming in. They bought all our grandparents' homes, and
For little
this
and
is
nothing.
from the West End, from Dissy Hills, from. And I was thinking like, God, I wish I was thinking then I could have purchased some of those properties.
Yeah,
But
properties.
when you purchase them, you have to be able to build them up, fix them up, renovate them.
Hmm.
But some of them you just had to just purchase based on taxes, and a lot of people don't know. A lot of those homes were bought on taxes. People did
Yeah,
not keep up. The family did not. Once the grandparents passed, they did not keep up with those liens, those properties. So it used to hurt my heart to see how we was just giving our homes away, just
Hmm.
giving it to people to do what they want and to profit on those property, those on our property.
Yeah.
Well, we should have been doing that. We should have been keeping up our homes, our family homes, but that didn't happen. So
Yeah.
I really encourage that now. And you brought up the community, so this is a really good time for us to talk about. I know you mentioned you want to talk about that. Well, by the way, let me go back. I attend this is Hills First Baptist Church all
Okay.
my life from
Okay.
day one.
From
hey,
But
day one.
you caught that on real quick.
I
so,
was
but
baptized in Dixie Hill, but
Oh,
I still go every now and then. But I am a member of Dixie Hill.
we have
uh,
a lot of family members that still part of this Hills.
Right.
wow.
I was the co-chair of the education ministry. I'm on the deaconess ministry and some ministry. I didn't volunteer for it. I was voluntold. So but I
Gail,
believe
I'm
in
gonna come
helping
help
out.
you soon.
Boy.
Like, I'm trying to get out these streets.
I'm pulling back on some things now because I got my hands full. But speaking of the community and how what we need to do to try to keep our community, we got people still coming from the outside trying to purchase homes or take our homes and
Mhm.
try to take a single family home and put on that
Mhm.
property and make it two homes. This they saying this for what's that affordable homes and it's not.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
Latanya, and that's why we need you all to join in on these NPU meetings. But Latanya is the expert in that area. She
Oh,
taught me because had she not taught me, I wouldn't have known. Had she not shared this information with me, I'm from Atlanta. I'm from that area and did not know about the NPU. I didn't know about it until she told
Me
me about
neither.
it. And Derek
Yeah.
Green is the president of it. So I should have known about the NPU.
what does the
So now,
NPU stand for? What
it's a
that?
I was just
neighborhood.
about to ask that. What is that, Miss Latanya?
It's neighborhood planning units. And so you guys, we have about 26 out of the whole city of Atlanta. And that's who makes the decisions. It's
Mm,
not like it starts there. It's not the neighborhood associations, it's the NPUs because those were zoning laws are voted upon right here monthly in your neighborhood. And so if they vote yes and it goes to city hall, if you're not there to take up, that's a yes. I mean, anything from liquor store license to any type of zoning, it
Any
happens
kind of
wow.
zoning.
monthly in your neighborhood.
That's what we need to stop these liquor
And just tell them
stores.
about the one we just dealt with, Tanya, on the meeting the other day we voted on. We voted
We
against.
had yeah, so right here, and so what they'll do is, you guys keep saying Dixie Hill, but a lot of that is Grove Park. They changed the zoning. They changed they
And we
changed
didn't know
the,
it.
the lines. So it's no longer Dixie Hill, it's really Grove Park. And so Grove Park is making a lot of decisions for Dixie Hill. But right here on my street, a nonprofit brought a corner lot for $15,000. A guy bought it. He turned around and he donated it to the nonprofit. I served on that board. I was a founding board member. And so the nonprofit, we've gone down to the city and advocated against it because what they did, they came in and they purchased about 100 properties and they
Mm,
told us they would, buy the properties, fix them up, and sell them back at cost. That didn't
That
happen.
didn't happen.
No,
So with
Wow.
that
no.
$15,000 piece of land, that they're about to take that land, cut it in
Go
half,
ahead.
and sell two houses for 375.
Exactly.
Wow.
And
So when
that's
they saying
crazy.
affordable homes, it doesn't
It's
be.
not
It don't.
affordable.
It's not
Wow.
affordable.
And so you do have Christian nonprofits coming to tell you, we don't, the mayor just passed it about, developers, but they're forgetting about nonprofits doing the same thing. But that's why it's important to understand that and we have a right, we have a voice. Trump and all, they're doing big things. But however, if we start right there at the NPU, we can make a significant change in the city of Atlanta. And the problem is people who don't look like us, that are not from the Dixie Hills, the Vine Cities, guess who's in the NPU meetings making all the decisions for us? They are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
So when
And
you
then
go to these meetings, Miss Latanya, how many of us be there?
Gayla can tell you a handful.
Mm.
And when I tell you we fight, we fight. It's a
Wow.
fight. And it's people like they're making decisions. They're not even from Atlanta.
right.
So I was vice president last year, the neighborhood
Uh-huh.
association. This year, it's a girl that's president. She's from Bahamas,
Wow. So she
right?
don't even know about the heritage of the
She
neighborhood.
doesn't know the history, no nothing, but she's making decisions based off of emotions, and so that's what's destroying black neighborhoods.
Right.
Wow.
They don't value it the way we supposed to value it. What happened? A lot of us have grown up and moved out of the community and don't come back and work and give back into the community. My
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
family,
We was on the call, and the guy they asked him, they said, "Did you reach out to neighbors?" Guess what he said? I don't have to.
he said he doesn't have to.
So what do you think some steps that are some steps that can maybe take place to try to get the community back or the people back to
Us,
Advocating,
us,
understanding your zoning. Like without Gayla and Twan, we've been knocking them out, y'all, because we get people to come and vote. No, 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 we don't want it. No
Wow.
pushback on it.
and then we can't stop there because even though we vote no, they have to take the information stated that we voted no, everybody they voted against it, and then they still take it to the city. So we
Right.
have to continue to follow them and continue to vote and let the city know. But they will share the information with the city that the community voted against this. So the city would take in consideration what the community vote. But if the community is not there to vote, you have a handful of people when you have thousands of people in the community.
Five
That's not
thousand to be exact, and 12 people voted yes for that land. 12
wow.
people.
right,
Wow.
Mm.
right. So and even if you come to the NPU meeting, you can't just come to one. You need to come to at least three before you can be eligible to vote.
Mhm.
And you said that
So
community is how many people?
So Jackson Grove, so the MPU, you have Dixie Hill, Penelope, Grove Park, Center Hill. It's about 10,000 people, I would say, that sits under Derek, but we have
Not even
about
$100 a
40,
piece
30
would have bought
people.
about that property.
Said
I
again?
just told y'all
Not
that.
even $100 a piece would have bought that property.
Right.
That's
but
what I just
but
said, right?
but unfortunately, let's be
Yep.
realistic. Let's
Yeah,
be realistic.
yeah.
You get these different personalities, different people like us
Mhm.
to come in there and try to say, "Oh, we're gonna work together. We're gonna purchase this problem." Then what you gonna do?
Yeah.
People
You
gonna be
gotta have
fighting on who was.
bylaws.
Then
Right.
they
Gotta be
gonna fight
bylaws. Gotta
over
be
who's
rules.
the
That's the
owner.
only way to keep it organized.
Yep.
That's
Owner.
what somebody got to have some rules.
You
Mhm.
gotta have
And,
rules,
and
but
the thing that I want you guys to know, Dixie Hill on the books is the only historical black neighborhood.
Left.
right,
Yes.
No, no.
it
If you
is
look at Grove Park, white flight took place. Vance, Dixie Hill is the only black historical. I
Right.
meaning
right,
black.
right.
If we don't jump in, they're gonna.
It,
It was a guy
It's
a
gonna
guy
be
on the
a
NPU
gone.
call already. He's bought 6 houses in Dixie Hill, and he
right.
don't look like us. So
I
you've
tried to
got
buy something about 4 years ago. That man told me $2 million for that plaza and the Shirley Place right there. I was trying
Sure.
to get something to get
Yeah.
it.
2 million.
And I'm like 2 million, and he was
which
like,
plaza
well,
was
he
that?
was selling per building. That's what
Right
he was
down
trying to
Shirley
do.
Place, in the
Uh
middle
huh.
of Dixie Hill
Yeah.
Apartments. You
Right.
know where
Yeah.
the grocery store, the
Yeah.
laundromat, all that used to be. 2 million.
Yeah.
And it's nothing but what, 5 or 6 suites.
But he was talking about one building. He wasn't talking about
Right. The
all of them. He
building.
just talking about
Oh,
one building.
Oh my
And I
God.
was like, I feel like that's too much. So he wouldn't back down on. He wouldn't bite down on it. So I just left it alone. So
What people don't
listen, y'all.
But
Listen,
people
y'all.
don't realize, even in the plaza where my brother has grandmom's house, that's not free. I have to tell. That's why I tell people support grandma's house, donate to it, whatever you can to help keep that house. There's a fee that you have to pay to keep that building, and
That's
he's
right.
done so much up renovations to that,
It looked nice.
so much renovations, and thanks to Latanya and her church for volunteering, doing a lot of things to the building as well. But still, though, the owner of that building still, I feel, may not be, I shouldn't put it out there, but I feel is overcharging for it. But that's, I don't try to get into that part of it. But that's
Head,
why it still
head.
requires funds. We need to support it so we can keep the doors open.
Y'all hear that? Support grandma's house
Okay.
because they
That's
trying to
right.
change, and they trying to keep Dixie Hill, Dixie Hill. You know what I'm saying? So
And,
support grandma's house.
and the person who bought the place, who's renting the spot on the end, which is called Black Pizza, we was on the same MPU calls with him as well because he was, is Tanya still there? We was on the call with him as well, and it was a vote against him having liquor license there. I mean, getting his liquor, like selling alcohol there. But I think they went behind us and still some kind of way. I don't know if they gave him the permission yet. He got the permission yet. He may not have it yet, but he's still trying to. He said it was going to be a non-profit plus this and plus that. They say, and then you have other people saying they're gonna come over here and they're gonna clean up the community. These not people from our community. They're not from Dixie Hills. So we once upon a time we didn't let people come from other areas to run our community, our neighborhood.
No, no.
We
Mhm.
need to come back into the neighborhood so that we can support our community.
Exactly.
Yep, yep.
Wow.
Cause see, listen, y'all. I've been trying to say this, y'all. Dixie Hill is close to that downtown area.
That's what they
You know what
want.
I'm saying? It's like a hop, skip, and a jump from the dome, and all the downtown. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is take Martin Luther King and go straight down Martin Luther King and
Right.
hit it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
They're
so
trying to gentrificate it.
yeah,
Jennifer.
yeah, they trying
Yeah,
to
Arthur Blank
snatch
did
up.
that. Arthur
They
Blank
trying to
done that.
snatch up everything they got. They can
Yeah.
because it's finna be money
Oh
put
yeah.
Yeah.
into Dixie Hill area and all of that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But
Even
they,
going over to Bankhead,
Oh
Microsoft, how
yeah.
they came in and
mhm,
redid all that.
Oh,
It's gonna be the same streets that we know that blood has been shared on, where our people have been, but it's gonna be a total different visual. And
oh,
people who come in are gonna have no idea about it. And I'm gonna be honest, maybe I'm guilty of this, but I ran from the West Side. It was just so traumatic and
Mhm.
just devastating for me how I
That
grew up
is sis.
on drugs and stuff. I did not want to, I did not envision anything good being there. Although it was good people that came out of there, it was just so drug stricken and just torn down. Like I couldn't imagine, from my small mind, back in that time. I was
mhm.
only 19, had two little
I
girls.
was just about to say that.
mhm.
Yep.
You
I
know
was
Because
what?
that's I get what you're saying because that's how I felt about McDonough because that's where I was raised and a lot of property was going under and a lot of people were buying properties for real cheap. But in my mind and seeing how the drugs had destroyed our family and different things in that town, the first thing you want to do when you become an adult is to get out.
Yep.
And so you try to run from that. But
Mhm.
now just looking at how they have made McDonough and how it is now and how the traffic is, when I came down there, when I from being from down there, it was nothing but trees and dirt roads and different stuff. But now everybody and their mama want to move there. So of course,
That's true.
you know, in our mind, we were damaged and trauma in it. And now it's like you're not even familiar with the people or the neighbors or anything.
Yep.
Everything looks, foreign now.
Yeah, for
Well,
Yep.
let me see, it touched home to me. October the 25th, 2002. My oldest cousin, Eric Kemp, he had the shop down there called House of Base, right there by the plaza. You
yeah.
remember? The
Yep.
House of Base.
Yep.
Hey,
And
listen, hold on. I bought my first. People
What
there,
is that
People
place
there, yeah.
years
cell
ago?
phone
It
there.
was purple. I remember he painted it
Yeah,
purple and white. I
yeah,
believe,
yeah,
It used to be orange. It used to be
and
orange,
it
and he
used to be
changed it to
orange.
purple. He changed it.
Yep.
yeah.
But
I
and
The
my
remember.
aunt
houses
had
that.
a and my aunt had a boutique in there called Heavily Scent. So
Yeah,
of
Mm-hmm.
I
course they
remember
did
that.
car alarms, stereos, all sorts of things.
Yeah, I remember that.
But
Yeah.
Wow.
our family was just went through so much trauma when my cousin Eric was killed October the
Yes.
25th, 2002.
My.
Right, but in
I
that passage.
remember that.
So when my brother, for a long time, I couldn't even drive past it
Yeah.
because, especially, I'm one of the ones who saw him laying over the pool table, had been tortured and killed. And then to go through the trial, and I worked for the court system to have to deal with that. It took, I mean, many years later to go through the trial and see how those same guys was in the community going around killing
Good.
execution style to a lot of people.
Mm.
Um, So it took me a long time to even go past that little area again. I didn't want to go past that ever again in my life
Yep.
after experiencing that. So I
Yep.
do understand that. So
Yeah.
when and then I know that was hard on my brother.
Mm.
Mhm.
He
Mhm.
was so close. They were so close.
Yeah.
So I know that was hard on him. So for God to be able to instill in him to
To be
open up
down the
grandma's
street.
house, not
Mm-hmm.
down the street, next door, right by it. I
Yep.
was
Yep.
like,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
the first thing I thought, why there?
Yep.
That's my first thought was I can't believe he's opened
Oh,
up a grandma house there
I
because
got chills over
Hey,
me.
listen. That's where it
That's
all
something.
started.
Yep.
Eric had his house of base there.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Then Belden Waller was there.
Yes, they was right there
Marcel.
on
Yeah.
the corner.
Yep.
Then you had that I always talk about that place next door to Belden Wallace that had
Yep.
them big ass hamburgers.
Yep.
$5
And the
for
same
$5.
building is there. The same
Same
building
building is
are
there.
right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
the same building.
Even the one on the corner. What was the lady in there who used to run the little taste where the pizza place is? I can't think of her
Yes,
name.
Oh, forgot.
I
matter of fact,
remember her. And they had
because
the
some
pool hall in the back.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
you had some tragedies in there.
Yeah.
The people there was some tragedies in there.
It was.
That's one of the reasons we were fighting against having alcohol in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has been some tragedies there. So
Yeah.
but so to be able to come back, so I understand what you mean by it was hard because I didn't want to
Yeah.
come back over that area. I wouldn't even drive that way. I'll
Yeah.
go around
Me
and
either.
not come down there because I
Yeah.
couldn't stand the look. So when he decided to open up grandma's house right there, I was
Wow.
like, I didn't understand that first, but it's coming together. It has come
Praise
together.
God.
mean,
Yeah.
we can't
Wow.
we can't abandon where we come from, really.
Yeah.
Where we was brought up at,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even though all the points that y'all talked about is valid,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we still got to save our community for the people that that's gonna come next. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
History is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So when you talking about history, like these young people, they don't know about too much about the history, especially about Dixie Hill and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
used to I was saying on one of the shows that we had that one day I was walking from the High Tower train
Hello.
station. And you see how I say High Tower train station. A
I,
lot of
I
young
still
people
hot
don't know
towel.
that it was called High Tower
That's how.
train.
right,
You know
right.
I
what I'm
still
saying?
say hot towel and
That's
Dixie
how.
Road.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they
Me
they
too.
they H.E. Holmes and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of history. Like Latonya said, it's a lot of history in Dixie Hill. And I did not know that was my first time hearing that Dixie Hill was like black, historically black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
But I can believe it though. Think about
yeah.
round there on
Pricing.
Penelope. And what about what they've done back there? What is it called? Back Fairfield, Tremont, up
Yeah,
that
up
hill
on the
where the
hill up
sell
there.
of the horse thing used
Yeah.
to be. They done
Hmm.
pulled up all those houses and different things back there to a development.
They
Was that
building them
Arthur
up.
Blank? Who
Yeah.
did it? Was somebody that did that. You Silver, yeah.
Yeah, he Arthur Blayton bought a lot of stuff a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people don't know about. He done
Mm-hmm.
got all that's considered the red zone.
See,
Right.
it goes back to what I was saying, y'all. Dixie Hill is a prominent community,
Yeah.
and it's more valuable to these people
Mm,
now than ever, man. You
yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's why it's so hard for y'all to try to get help and everything like that. Because
Mm-hmm.
listen, our mentality has been fucked up for a long time because of what. Now,
Uh-huh.
I mean,
That's the truth. That's
now
the truth.
I'm saying
I
I'm
I
understand.
saying
agree.
this, y'all. Our
That's true.
mentality. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? As black people,
Mm-hmm.
because we have endured so much, like
So
Mm-hmm.
y'all
much
said,
trauma. Yeah.
Yeah.
y'all didn't want to
Trauma.
come back to Dixie Hill because of what y'all endured when y'all was young.
Yeah.
But
Right.
listen, one
That's
thing,
right.
Mr. Larry, if we all had the mindset of what Bojack and Miss Latanya have, as far as
Yeah.
in his mind, I'm not saying I'm in his mind, but just thinking about how his mind is set up,
Mm-hmm.
because how Gayla mentioned what happened to her, how myself and how Miss Company um mentioned, like, we, we couldn't go back to these areas because of our trauma. Well, he said he took his trauma and his hurt and said, I'm gonna go back because I want the next generation not
Yes.
to go
That's
through this.
right.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
somebody and somewhere, we got to start standing up in gaps,
Yeah.
and,
That's right.
and instead of saying, you know what, I'm gonna
Yes.
move from this place because of the hurt and the trauma.
Right.
You can't move every time your roof, you buy a house, your roof get to leak and you can't move. You know
That's
what I'm saying? You're gonna get somebody to repair it. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy, you buy a house and you find out it got roaches or whatever. You gonna get an exterminator. You not gonna just pack up and move. But
yeah.
in our mind and our perception, we looking at all the hurt and the trauma, we move away.
Just
Well, he
running.
said, you know what, I'm gonna bring myself back to the hurt, to the
Yeah.
pain, and I'm finna
Yeah.
start bandaging.
Mm-hmm.
Band-aid. I'm gonna
Yeah.
find out what's the problem, who's the people,
Yeah.
and if we had more people like that, that can advocate for these places, then or we can stand up and let them know, hey, we're not moving, we're unmovable, we're gonna help, we're gonna figure out what's the problem, so I kind of think I can see the vision or feel the vision, but in our mind, I know in my mind, the younger me just was so upset and hurt and destroyed about so much. It was just like
Me
I
too.
couldn't see. And now I'm like, dang, my granddad and them had so much land, and my uncle and them was just selling it for bits and pieces. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's 50 houses on a piece of land that they said wasn't nothing. And you be like,
Right.
now how did they put all them houses on this little bit of land? And you
Mm-hmm.
can't, and I'm like, what did y'all spend the money on? What happened with the money? And I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, if only, just like Miss Sylvia was saying, mentioning, the literacy, like how people need to, tell people about this. If only we knew, if only we
Yep.
weren't blind. If only we could take
Yep.
the shields out, because we have been held back so much, you guys, as a
Mm-hmm.
culture, that we're so afraid of being together, or to helping each other out, or to even thinking outside of the box that we can do something. Because some
But
things aren't that big.
it's the
Yep.
time now. It's
Mm-hmm.
the time now.
And I was just gonna say that.
If
Yep.
it's any time that ever it was,
Now.
it's the
Mm-hmm.
time now.
Yep.
Because what they are trying to do, they are trying to still dumbify us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We smart. We
Mm-hmm.
smart, but we got to know that we smart. We got to believe that we smart.
Yep.
Cause if we act like we dumb, that's what they gonna treat us like. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But in that smartness, we gonna have to go through a lot
Rigorous
of
stuff.
yeah,
Hmm.
a lot of rigorous stuff because they gon' they they scared of us, y'all.
yeah. And that goes back to what you said earlier. Like, it's a generation. Because if you look at the older slavery movies, the older movies, everybody played dumb so that they can move ahead. But now
Mm-hmm.
that's not working. Now it's time for
Yeah.
us to show our hand. Like when you
That's
playing
right.
cards,
Mm-hmm.
you call a spade by a spade. You got to show your hand now.
Mm-hmm.
You got some questions, like Mr. Maurice said. What are we doing on the west side with the HBCUs?
That's a good question. I attended the HBCU. I went to Clark Atlanta University. So
Okay. Let's.
that's a good question.
Yeah.
Mr. Maurice, are you listening?
Maurice, you
Maurice.
there?
Hey, hey,
Listening. We about to answer that question for you.
Wow.
What are we doing? I know it's been a lot. It's been a lot of changes up there, but
Hmm.
hold on, wait a minute. Someone else in the messages.
Oh, we on to some, Larry. We done.
Yeah,
This is it. I
yeah.
gotta get with them. I want to be. This is the wonderful. How many of us? The wonderful five, six.
It's
You know. I gotta
I
get with
told
you,
you.
We
ladies.
can
one more.
start right there.
Latonya,
We can start it up
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Latonya, jumped off. Hers knocked her off, but she's. I guess she's gonna try to sign back in.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah,
take my
I,
picture
but
for the poster, I want a red suit, okay? I just want y'all to know I want to have red on.
But I think we should rally up or let people know, because I mean, knowledge is the key. Like Miss Sylvia said, and it's
Oh
a
yeah.
lot that the people don't know, and people are,
Oh yeah.
we all fall short for that. You go by what others say, and we our what is it? Us people, we normify people saying, well, such and such said, well, who is such and such? So
Hmm.
it's knowledge is the key. So we need to come back to being knowledgeable and finding out and getting with people that can really help us and take us to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to
I
share
say
your
And
we
I
should
do
knowledge in the
have
start
some
a
community.
bankers and stuff that will come out and talk if we can get together somewhere,
yeah.
at grandma house. And I have some people in place
Oh.
that they'll come out and teach some financial, like, okay,
I do too. I have
let me
someone
let
that'll
me
come
use
out
an
as well.
example. My stepdaughter, she just 2 years ago, I helped her get I found her a foreclosed house. Her girlfriend had came into some money. They paid $135,000 cash. I made the settlement for that, right? Do you know this heifer just sold that house last Friday?
That's crazy.
Guess
She
how
probably
much?
got double for it and thinking
Baby, let me stop you. 150.
Oh no.
15.
Yes,
Really?
ma'am. Go
Well,
ahead. Don't
well,
talk
she
past that. You know I went off on her. I say, broad, I could have bought the house. You're
Right.
trying to be secret, but now you need my help. So tell me what going on. An investor came in and bought it.
Oh my
And
for
goodness.
chunk,
nothing.
that's a chunk.
They bought
That's
it
what
for
see,
we
nothing.
call a
see,
150.
chunk.
And
see,
I
well,
looked it up. I say, you dumb
Chunked her
broad. The
off.
damn house worth $258,000.
Chunked her
Well,
off.
Ma, it was just too much work. I said, I've been telling y'all, you came into all this money. I got the house 135. That I negotiated that. Put
And
the
you
rest
can't
of the
find
money
that
to
no
the
more.
side,
Right.
pay the taxes, pay for the repair. That should have
And
been
go
for
get
your
some equity.
kids.
But what I'm let
That
me
should
tell
have
you
been for
what
your
I'm
kids.
seeing though. I'm seeing a lot of people, the houses, of course, what you used to could get a house for 100 some thousand, then say 300
You
some
can't.
thousand.
It's two. It's
So the
two and
300
three
some
hundred thousand.
thousand
Yeah,
now are like 500 some thousand.
yeah.
Yep.
But
Right.
what I'm
But you see
seeing
what I'm
is,
saying? The financial list, she lost a hundred
A
and
lot.
fifty something $1,000
yes, she
still.
did.
Yep.
And you could have kept it for your four
yep,
kids
yep,
that you have.
And what
Right.
they're doing
Right.
now is a lot of people are so quick to sell their property.
Hmm.
And they're
And
gonna go buy some jeans and have a cookout the next week. That's
the,
what they
the
did.
problem is they don't have, you can't see, they're investing the
Go
money
on
once
them
they
a
get the
trip
property.
and take
They're
some
not
pictures
investing
and
it.
post.
Yeah, they're not
oh,
investing it. So after a few months, you don't even see what you earn. It's not, you can't even see what you earn from it because you're not
Girl, that
investing
money
it.
gonna be gone. I'm gonna give you. I'm
Quick.
gonna come back and tell y'all the update. I'm gonna give them at least 2 to 3 months.
see, hey,
Yeah. Right.
listen, y'all. See, that's the
Hmm.
mentality. You know what I'm
Then,
saying?
then they're homeless. Then they're
You,
homeless.
They
that,
ghetto. They just straight ghetto. Well, no,
yeah,
Hmm.
but see
I'm gonna
that,
let
that
you help me this and that. I tried to help you a long time ago. I've been telling you, put the money aside. I don't want your money, but I'm gonna take you and put it so you can
crabs in
have
the
your
barrel,
own
y'all.
trust.
Y'all got to get out that mentality.
Your
Crabs
own
in the barrel
trust. Right.
mentality.
Right.
Yeah.
Crabs in the barrel. You can't get up or come up because you're trying to bring the other person down. You worry about the person getting ahead of you. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And
That's it.
you're not worried about helping that person. You just worried
Yep.
about, hey, this mug about to get this house and I can't afford the house, but she want to buy it. I don't want her to get it because I want it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
make
just gonna
one
sell
dollar
it to the
more than
white
you.
man.
What
You
we
know what I'm
say?
saying?
And
One
they'll
dollar
sell it
more than
straight to the
me.
white man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's I mean, man, listen, y'all. Please, y'all out there. Please, y'all get y'all knowledge on. Go to these
Mhm.
NPU memes and
Yeah.
and search out for your community if you want to save your community. If you're trying to help your community, do that. If
You
Mhm.
can
not,
reach out to me. You can reach out to Latanya, and we'll let
mm,
you know when the meetings are happening. I think it's
mm,
the
I
first Tuesday,
definitely
the first Tuesday of the month, Latanya. The first Tuesday of the month. They have
where
it at 7 o'clock. It's online. It's virtual.
and
Now,
online
Oh
and
but
wow.
don't they do have some meetings
Um,
in person. There are some meetings that are held in person, but for the majority, most of them are online.
okay.
wow.
Do you
Okay,
all
y'all.
mind?
Oh,
I would definitely like for us to get together because I think we got a lot of ideas. We coming from very different perspectives with
Hmm.
our thoughts, but if we come together, we can even go in and purchase some some properties, or and we can be an investment crew together. That's just how
Mhm.
I'm forward thinking, and my mind is just spinning over here because you guys have really opened me up to some things that I didn't even realize I was going to get out of conversating with you guys. And because I don't have a sense of direction on some of the things that your expertise is in, but to just hear you all talk about it, and the connection and the pull and the inside knowledge that you all have, I would love for us to get together, maybe call ourselves a committee or something, maybe go out for lunch, or or something, and try
Yeah, face
to
to
figure
face.
out,
Right.
yeah, how we can come together and pull our strengths and things that we have to go in and be a beacon of hope, to really be the face of it. And it started right here on Westside Reels, huh?
West
Right,
Side Real.
right. And
Wow.
With your
the
boy, this is Chris and Contact.
before we close, I would like to say, let you all know that Grandma's house have Let's Talk Wednesday with the men, all
Mhm.
Mhm.
ages, all ages. It's really good. Men get to open up. Just the men, they get to open up, and it's almost like a counseling and therapy amongst men.
Okay.
So y'all come out to um
Grandma's
Grandma's house
house.
for Let's Talk Wednesday. It's about to start back up. Also, I host a class. I do a session on journaling for girls. It's a girls class, and not just girls, for girls and women. We would
Okay.
love to have volunteers, and for the people who are on social media, we feed the young ladies before the class starts. So if you would like to purchase a meal for them or donate to so they can be purchased. Same thing with the Let's Talk Men. Always feed the men after their class. So donations are always needed and appreciated. Thank you.
They doing it this week.
I think it started on I have to pull up the date to see when it started. Now I post it. Not sure.
I'm a donate a whole spaghetti dinner and salad and all that for
I
them.
know
oh,
y'all did
that's
one
it.
before. I know they did one before. We appreciate it too. So we
Hmm.
appreciate it
Nice.
again. And
So,
have
Gayla,
the girls to come out. Have men to
so
come out.
Gayla,
Have the girls come out. Uh-huh.
with the women talk, have you ever thought about doing also Zoom so that way some of the girls that's not able to personally come can be able to the via Zoom so that just to be able to get some aspect of what they're into, what they can see.
Maybe we could do that on a different
Start.
type of session, but this is
Yeah.
in person, hands on, so that we can personally do some activities. Because we do arts and crafts, we do like vision boards, we do different kind of craft, and we big on
Yeah.
journaling. So if but that could be something we can probably incorporate for something else, like a different class.
Yeah.
Okay,
Journaling
all
is
right.
big too, because when you journal and you look back on it, in some of your journals, the things that you were thinking, I journal a whole lot, and I've always taught my kids to do that too. So I love it. And the arts and crafts. What day do you have the
Yes.
journaling on? I know the
We
men
have it
is Wednesday,
on the Thursdays.
on
Usually
the
the second and
Thursday.
second and fourth Thursday. Hold on a minute. It may be the first and third Thursday. I'll look. We'll see what we're gonna do this year, because I try to make sure we do have I have other meetings going on, like the Rise Up Divas meetings and everything. So I want to make sure it's not on the same Thursdays that we have our meetings. So it's the first and third
Okay.
Thursday.
What is called Rise Up Divas.
Yes, Rise Up Divas.
I
Yes.
like that. Okay. All right. Wow, this has been good. I know we've been going. I
Yeah.
guarantee you, we can be here for about 3 hours. We already been here, but this is really good. And I really appreciate you guys. And I already feel that I'm welcome, but I'm coming in. I want to rub some elbows and get to, to breathe some of the same air that you guys are bringing. I have definitely enjoyed this. But do you guys think that, why is networking important? Because this is what we're doing right here. In my opinion, and I would like for you guys to share too, is to, relationships that kind of accelerate purpose, kind of collaborating and expanding on our impact and things that we know and allowing us to share that with others. What do you guys think about networking? Because
I totally agree with that. I
yeah,
totally agree
Yeah,
with
Information
networking.
and knowledge is the key.
that's it.
Not
Yeah.
like we said before. We don't want to be gatekeepers. We're supposed to share the
that,
resources so we
that's
can
right.
build one another.
It's enough out here for everybody.
That's it.
It
That's
is
it.
enough.
All right.
And I also feel like when you networking, you also I don't want to be around the same people. The same people that I'm around day on the day in and day out. You always want to be in a mixed crowd. You want to be with
That's
people
right.
more than you, that have more than you,
That's
or
right.
even sometimes people have
Yeah.
less than you.
Yep.
People that less than you, it makes you feel more grateful for the things that you can, so you can stay in touch. And people that more have more than you, it empowers you and it inspires you to do more. And
Yeah.
you can just network them to see, how did you go, where did you start, what's going on, the hit hows,
Mm-hmm.
the wins, the wheres. And you can kind of fill in your gaps a little bit, because sometimes we get lost on our way, on our journey, and get so
Hmm.
caught up in day to day. But when you're networking and you can find out, it's like it's grabbing down and pulling some stuff out of you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. They say that you can tell a person's future and where they're going by the five main people that they surround themselves with. And what you
Oh, I got the good ones.
meant.
I got some
Well,
good ones. I've been blessed. I've been blessed.
yes, I see. And I would really love it. I would really love it to get together. And one other question that I just wanted to bring to you guys' attention and just to hear you all's input. I'm glad that we're on the same page with networking because I want to do that. I want to get with you sisters. I am, wow, you just don't know. You're talking about journaling. I'm about to journal as soon as we get off this call about the things that I have acquired from you guys. But what do you all think that your calling is? I know a lot of us incorporated God. A lot of us are faithful, and honor God. But what do you guys feel that your just to close us out, what your calling is? A lot of you all introduced it, mention it in our introductions. But what do you just really think that your calling is? Because all of us have a purpose. God has given all of us,
Mhm.
gifts and talents and abilities and influence. And sometimes it get lost. Sometimes it gets stagnated. Sometimes we suppress
Mhm.
it. What we mentioned too about trauma and just fear, because fear is so crippling. But what do you guys think your calling is? Me, I really think just from the life that I had, brother murdered, lost my mom and my dad, all of them before I was 19, and I had two little girls, and I'm the only child that my mom had, and just being out here in the world, and I'm in my 40s now. But I really truly believe that my calling is helping people discover what God has already placed inside of them. Sometimes they simply just need somebody to believe in them first. I think somebody agreed with me. If I can just meet one person, and that's what my calling is and what I truly want to give back to. But what about you, ladies?
That's my calling as well, as helping people. I have always been told to, when you seek a profession, seek something that you would want to mind doing for free.
Getting paid. That's
And
right.
that's something that I do and always have done is help people. And sometimes I get criticized for it because I go out my way trying to help people. But I do believe in making sure I can help people, and especially when someone really appreciates it. I work for Fulton County, doing good, like I said, good works program, and it
Mhm.
was a bridge program, bridging people from independent. I mean, being dependent on the system to self sufficiency. And if when I was able to help one person, these are people who's on the system, but help them to transition from receiving a check to going to work.
Mhm.
And it was a tough transition. But
Mhm.
at the same time, to see how they appreciate, the time that I spent with them and helping them. It goes, it's a feeling that you cannot explain. I'm so grateful that I had that opportunity, which made me want to do what I want to do. From the times to helping people find homes,
Mhm.
transitional homes, and volunteering at the Nicholas House. When I saw that, that's what I wanted. I wanted a transitional home for single mothers. That's one of them, and then I have one for veterans that I would like to do.
Oh
But
yeah.
just helping people.
Okay. I love it. Got that noted. All right, ladies.
Yeah,
Connie.
mine is the
Oh,
same
okay,
thing.
Sylvia. Mm-hmm.
Mine is the same as always helping. Like I say, I counsel a lot. Well, I don't want to say counsel, but everybody say I should have been in counseling because they be like, "How do you keep a cool head? Why you always laughing all the time?" I
Yeah.
laugh every single day. I get people mad at me because I laugh. What you laughing about? Because it's funny. Everything is gonna be happy for me. Don't
That's
nobody know my story. Don't nobody know where I came, what I have done.
mm-hmm.
I damn near wanted to kill myself before. But guess
Mm-hmm.
what? When I
Mm-hmm.
looked in that mirror, it wasn't no need. Because
Yep.
I still had
Yeah.
people waiting and looking for me to
Yep.
look to
Hmm.
pull them up. And I tell everybody, every week I'm telling somebody, go look in the mirror. Matter of fact, come on, let's go look in the mirror right quick. Who is that right there?
Yep.
Y'all have that conversation together. Just
Mm-hmm.
you in
Hmm.
that mirror.
Yep.
Only you can fix your problem.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's
I don't
it.
care. Everybody can tell you what to do, that counsel on that sofa, everybody. But until you make up in your mind between you and you, ain't nothing else gonna change.
Yep. That's it. I like it. I like it. All right. Whoever want to go next, thank you.
I'll
Um,
just make sweet. And always, I think the key for all of us is just helping. To me, I feel good when I'm able
Yeah.
to help somebody. Sometimes you got people that don't have a voice that can really, they don't want to ask, or just like I said, doing the things that someone did for me to help me out with my mother when my mother
Hmm.
needed transportation when I had to work. So being there, I mean, being able to just not even just that, even home anybody homeless or kids that need clothing or it's a good feeling when you help someone. It's
Right.
not all
Hmm.
about you, it's about
Right.
Hmm.
being there for people
Yeah.
in need
Who
with
you
you.
help?
Right.
mhm. I like it. Thank you.
Hmm.
Let's see, Latanya.
What's this thing?
I listened to what you said. I think I have over the past 10 years, I love doing like a lot of therapy and working and healing towards myself. I've heard you guys talk about post-traumatic stress, and secondary trauma is really worse than
Yeah.
first trauma. And so my biblical profile test, I took a biblical, I've taken three, and every time I take it, it comes back as a Deborah. So if you knew her work in the Bible, and she's a
David,
judge.
Deborah. I
And so
know.
for me, I feel like my calling would be is to advocate. I'm really big on advocating for
Mhm.
the voiceless, and then being a bridge connector. So I would say connector, and I'm a nurturer. So yeah, and a servant. I love to serve.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, that Deborah. Now, guys, you got to see who Deborah is in
Yeah.
that Bible, because these are some names that really, once you get into the Bible, as we spoke about earlier, you hear about all the, Hagars and different things, but the Deborahs,
Yes.
it's a story. It's a story. I like that. I would love for you to share that biblical.
Yeah, that biblical profile test is
Yeah.
really in depth, and it asks a lot of questions, and it really connects you to who you are.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Can you
then if
put
you
it in the
have
chat
another thing
on
I
the
would
group chat?
suggest you guys get to do. I'm really big on tests,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
the Enneagram, it tells you what type of leader you are. So I'm a two
Okay.
wing one. And it goes back. So I've done a lot of work in Enneagram tests, like Enneagram and who you are as a leader, as a
Mm-hmm.
woman. I can share that with you guys. So you can take that, a basic one, free online. But the Enneagram and the biblical profile test, I would suggest you guys take it.
Okay. I like
I
it.
want that. I
Advocate,
want that. I
serving.
want that.
Yeah. All right. And Miss Kate.
Well, I really think, I was praying hard about, I have prayed hard all the time because I always feel like I get hurt. And the reason I used to think it is because of how my grandma mom was raised me. And like Ayla said, like I always had her house open up. You can go in the refrigerator, anybody from outside come in and get something to eat, and she cooked and all this. And I always looked at my life like that. Everywhere I have worked, I've sheltered people, let people stay with me, and gave people cars, houses, furniture, all this. And I always, from when I was a little girl, I always dreamed of dying on bridges, and I was terrified. I was terrified of bridges. And
Mm. And bridging
I have came to the conclusion that I am a bridge,
that you
and that I am that person, that I am just a person that bring people over. So I don't get worried, or don't get frustrated, because it used to hurt me when people leave out my life. At 25, had to bury, at 25 years old, my daughter's father got murdered, and I took it bad. And at 2024, my grandma passed away, and I was kept wondering, like, God, why did you do this? But through counseling and through the Lord, and prayer, and going through the different steps of my life, He was showing me and told me, I didn't give him to you. I gave him to you so that you could bring him to me. And
wow.
everybody that I mostly come in contact with, I make sure that, hey, come, let's go to church. Let's do this. I pray with my friends. I make sure that they know who God is. I make sure that they see me in God. Yeah, I have fun with you. I laugh or talk, but I always bring it back a roundabout circle to being God as my first provider. I make sure that, I'm they're able to see my light. And I think that that's what I am. I'm a bridge. I'm just there to carry you over to wherever you're supposed to be, wherever that may be. And I think that that's truly my calling. Something in ministry. I've been, prophesized over several times, but I do know, like, right now in my life, I'm okay with people coming in and coming out, because I know that I'm making a better way for them. And I love to see the transformation, like where they may have came to me and they didn't have, or they didn't win here, and I made, not saying I made, God, I helped them get they was supposed to be, and see what was the better part of them, or something like that. So I really feel like that's me, and I love helping, I love serving, I love I can do, so I can continue to get God His word. That's what that means, you know.
I love it. Wow, me and you, we got to get together. We have a lot in common. You said
You
something
start
that
hearing me?
I
I'm
have.
sorry.
Uh oh.
Kids.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I really want to get with you because me and you got a real lot in common. A lot of things that you just said, even about the trauma and just feeling like believing that you're gonna get hurt. I've never really heard anybody say that it hurt them when people leave, and when something gets so good, it's always like it's gonna be a final moment or something, and to just be afraid. And that has been me and what has kept me
My
paranoid.
whole life has been that. I just went through
Yep,
counseling because I had to.
me too.
In our black
Me
community,
too.
So that's abandonment spirit.
counseling, I love it. I'm a
Uh oh, I think we lose. You see, they don't want us to tell this.
But she's saying some good stuff.
Yeah,
You the read what that is, and it goes back to childhood. It's an
childhood
abandonment.
trauma.
It's a
It's
yes.
abandonment. Yep,
It's abandonment spirit, and it never leaves your body. The
yep,
body keeps score.
yep.
The
It's a
body keeps
book called The Body Keeps Score. You guys
The
should read that.
body
And so,
keeps
like for
score.
me, my mom had me in prison, and she was a heroin addict, right? And so I've
Mm,
always dealt with that spirit of abandonment,
me too.
and
Yep.
it's
yeah.
never gonna go
And
away. But
see, and I
how do
feel
you get
like
it back?
that is so true. And with counseling, I had to, like when you were saying journaling, so I do journal. I write letters to people that, I used to cry about everything, and when, and I'm a nervous breakdown type stroke, because my
My
daughter was
God.
graduating high school. And when I tell people the story, they like, what? But I had so many losses and so many people leave me, that I didn't know how to take letting her grow up,
Me too.
or her leaving me, because my life was surrounded around my
I've been.
kids.
Me too.
I because my mom wasn't there in my life, I promised myself and vowed to myself never to leave my
Yep.
kids.
Me too.
So I took that in, and I took that responsibility. So I opened up shops and worked in people's shops so that I could be able to get off work at a time, so I could be at every dance, every school thing, every cheerleading game. I put them in everything, because that was things that I wanted. So I made sure that I did and went above and beyond for them. And so when she graduated high school, I had a
I
nervous
would have got
breakdown because
sick.
she said she was moving away to
Yep.
college.
Yep.
You know, and people be like, what? But people don't understand the prison that we put ourselves in mentally, you know, and what we have in state. Because I was so used to everybody leaving me. Her dad left me, you know, my grandma left me, my daddy left me, my mama left me. So it was like, but now I'm okay because I know that who I
Praise
am
God.
now. You know, at first I
Praise
didn't know.
God.
So
Yep.
it was a way, it was awakened to my spirit that it's okay for her to go. It's okay for her to leave, you know. So when she got older, now she had moved to Arkansas and all kind of stuff. And it was like, you know, she kept saying, "Mama, you gonna be okay?" Yes, I'm finally okay with it. But
God.
it was a point that I wasn't okay because I was so I felt like I had to be mama bear at all times. You know, I had to be in control of where you going, who you with, what's going on. And if you're
Yep.
not with me, I can't protect you.
Yep.
You know, and then God kept speaking to me, are you gonna be for me? Or are you gonna be, you know,
Yep.
are you gonna let this fear entrap you? You know?
Mhm.
So I mean, and that's why I say like writing letters, journaling, speaking to your problems, you know, all of that is great, you know, and I feel like that's part of healing, you know.
It is. It is. And I'm happy for you. And I have going through the same thing. And we're going to talk because that is something serious. And Latanya brought it up. It's abandonment. And there's several layers to that. And it never leaves you. And I still fight against it
Yeah.
right
Amen.
today.
Amen. It's
You
a
know, but
fight.
I fight against it because I know that everybody else has left, but God has never and will never leave.
Never.
You know, but we got to talk. This is a big thing. But ladies, wow. I mean, I'm blown away. I'm super excited, you know, for the future that, you know, we will have together. And as we sign off and that
Ooh.
you guys go back and be with you all's families, I want to again thank you all so much for bringing this together. Larry, he knew. Thank you for doing a part too, because he know I wanted to get with you guys, and it has me in tears. I'm a big crybaby, but I'm not gonna cry now. But I'm thankful, you know.
Let
And
me see one tear, just one.
yeah,
She
it,
told you
it,
she
it
loved to laugh.
yeah. But seriously, it got me thinking, and to share something like you, Miss K, you know, with that leaving and that abandonment, I stopped relationships
Mm-hmm.
because I was afraid, you
Mm-hmm.
know, for and always wanted to control the outcome, you know. And so
Ah.
I was
Yeah.
afraid to even start things. Even now, I'm single because I'm just so afraid to get into a
But
relationship.
listen, once I said that I was over it, my
Mm-hmm.
husband started working and working out of town.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, going back to what we taught in church and what we go through and how everything is. And now God said, I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna see if you okay. You know, so it was like, oh my God, he's gonna be gone for 3 months, or he's gonna be gone for a month. Are you gonna be able to do this? How is this gonna work out? And you know your mind, you know how it goes, and
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, Lord. But then I remember, are you gonna go back to kindergarten, or are you gonna go to first grade?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Are you gonna get
Yeah.
held back, or are you gonna move
Yeah.
along? So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's a daily struggle.
It is,
That
and
is
we're
definitely
always
true.
going to be striving to be better. I always say that I'm in the ocean. I have swam from the shore. Now I'm out here. Do you want to go back to the shore? You know what's over there, or do you want to voyage ahead to that big thing? What it is, Ephesians 3, that God says that He has for you. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. You know what I have in store for you. But again, thank you all. There go the tear, Sylvia. You missed it. But thank you all so
I
much.
get you next time.
I
I'm
truly
sorry.
believe you go, yeah, because I'm gonna get one because I gotta get with you on this financial stuff so you can break me right on down and put me in my place as well. This financial literacy that you talked about, you and Gayla.
Yeah.
But seriously, I just like to leave everybody who has tuned in to the show, you ladies as well, just with this final thought. You know, I used to think that my purpose was something that I had to find. But now I realize that my purpose has been following me my entire life. We just have to tap into it. You know, every season that we have walked through, every no that we have had, every
Mhm.
heartbreak that we have had, it has all been purpose for, so that we can use it to give God the glory. You know, I see God's footprints and fingerprints on everything that I'm doing now. I have developed a compassion, just like I hear you guys, a resilience, a wisdom, a leadership, you know, a long suffering that that I have, that I'm recognizing in myself, and I trust my decisions now. And so I know that Beauty for Ashes Palace Incorporated is going to come to fruition. I know that Elevate Her is going to come to fruition. I truly believe that Connie is going to move forward with her group that she is that she is developing, and all of you all, Paul's, everything Latanya is doing, Gail is giving back, Sylvia teaching financial literacy, Miss K, all of you guys, I'm in agreement. He say all we need is two or more to be in agreement. And so I touch and agree with every one of you ladies. I'm happy. I believe
Amen.
this is the
I
beginning,
agree.
of a new friendship, a stronghold. And we gonna be some real true divas that's coming out here and stepping on what they trying to do in Atlanta. I can just see us in engagement shows, and us crafting what we doing, and us stepping out here, getting on flights, going on our trips, having Sylvia book us some
Mhm.
good stuff, and we going into our engagements. We going to these NPU meetings, and we saying no, not no more. This is what we
That's
not
right.
gonna take.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
definitely want to do
That's
that.
right. That's right.
Yeah. And
Yes.
again, I just want to thank you guys. I'm looking forward to meeting back up with you guys real soon. I want to get out. I'm coming to grandma's house. I'm going to
Come on.
volunteer. I will stretch myself
Come
thin
on.
if I have to give back. And again, I thank you all so very much. And thank you in advance for, I'm inviting myself. I'm volunteering
No,
myself.
come
This
on. I
is
want you to come.
all,
I would love for you to come.
but
We
I'm
would love
looking
for you to
forward
come.
to it. Yeah.
We
Okay.
would
I'm
love
getting
that.
with you. Is it
Okay.
okay if Larry gives me your number?
Yes.
I'm going to send
Yes,
you an
definitely.
email, and then all of us can connect. And I'm hopeful that within the next couple of weeks, we can really get together and sit down and put our heads together. I don't know what it is. I'm doing it afraid. I don't know what this is that's being generated, but I know it is powerful. And I know that God is in the center of it. We don't got to know, because He know. I don't know, but I know who do know. And so
That's
I'm
right.
hopeful that you all agree with me with that. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to turn it over to you guys for your final words. But thank you all so much. All right. Do we have, yep, anyone who wants to come in with your final words can go ahead and take the stage.
First of all, I would like to thank Larry for inviting me to this part one, now part two. I never would have
Hmm.
thought I'd be on the podcast. I was like, oh no, he said it to me before. But thank you, Larry, for thinking about me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Conte, for thinking about me
Yes.
and feeling that I was worthy of participating in this program. And I
Praise
really
God.
like it. And like I say, Larry and I, we all grew up together, and I appreciate the things that you all are doing,
Mm-hmm.
and this giving us to be able to put our words out there as well to other people who may not know about some of the things that we have shared. So
Yep.
thank you all. And like I said, support Grandma's House. We got to support Paul Kids. Um, Continue to make, if you made donations, continue to make donations. If you haven't, start making donations. Just
Mm-hmm.
support our community, help bring this here community together again.
Got it. Absolutely. Thank you.
I just want to say
And,
thank you for all the collaboration, and hopefully we can move forward as one.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. One force.
One goal. That's
Right.
all.
and
Yeah.
on that, everybody has said their piece. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
all right, y'all. Okay, that's another episode of Westside Real with your boy Dixie
That's right.
Trails and Miss Beautiful Conte Horton.
Thank
And
you.
y'all, hey, y'all just keep watching and keep checking out Westside Real Show on YouTube. at the Westside Real, Dixie Trills with a Z. Um, it's on the flyers, y'all. It's on the flyers. Okay. So that being said, we are out of here. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, y'all. Peace out,
Good night.
y'all.
Have a
Westside
good
Real.
night.
Bye bye.
Yeah,
All
Good
Good
thank
night.
you.
right.
night.
Y'all take care.
Okay.
All right.
All right.